Okay, David, you had a question regarding a particular problem, and I believe the problem was x squared minus 3x plus 2 is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, all right, let's go through this in the procedure that we outlined. First of all, we have to factor this, okay, and you did have the right factors. Let's see, x minus 2 and x minus 1. That would give us that 3x in the middle. Okay, now the critical numbers is 2 and 1. That is true. Now let's get our number line here, and we're going to divide it into regions. Now remember, 1 comes before 2, so we're going to do it this way. Okay, so I have region 1 here, I have region 2, and I have region 3. Okay? Now, we need to pick a critical number in the region. In the region. So here, 0 would be a good critical number. Here, I have to pick a number between 1 and 2. So I'm going to say 1.5. Okay? Right? Because 0.5 is over here. And then I'll say 3. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug the value into my equation right here. And all I care about is the sign. So let me just do this. X minus 2, x minus 1. And don't forget, we're looking for something greater than or equal to 0. Let's plug the 0 in there. It's going to be a negative times a negative, which is a positive. But again, I'm looking for something greater than or equal to 0. So that is what we want. This region is true. You could say yes if you want to, okay? All right, let's go to the 1.5. If I plug in the 1.5, I will get a negative times a positive. A negative times a positive is a negative. That's not what I want, so this would be a no, okay? And then over here, we're going to plug in the 3, which I think you did, and you got a positive times a positive, which is a positive, and that is what we want, so it's true for this entire region. Now let's go back and look at these regions. First of all, this region over here to the left keeps on going that way, and it stops right here. Do we include the 1? Yes, because it said greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal to. Same thing over here. This region continues this way, goes to the right, and the 2, it can be 2, so there you go. Now how do I write that? Well, you could say x is less than or equal to 1, or x is greater than or equal to 2. We could write it in interval notation, negative infinity to 1, or 2 to infinity, okay? So that's how you do a problem like that. Don't forget, you may see something like that on your midterm, so make sure you get that. I hope this helped you. Take care.